What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Minecraft video. In this video, we are going to be showing you how to make an expandable Lectern combination lock. So this redstone lamp right here will indicate if you got the lock correct, but this is optional and you do not have to add this. But if you want, then you can. So, for example, if you got all of them right, then the door will open up. But if you go any higher or lower than the correct combination, then the door will close. So my combination is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm gonna set mine to 1, and then the redstone lamp turns on. If I go any higher, it will turn off. As you can see, it turns on, and then I'm gonna go to 2, turns on. Go to 3, turns on. 4, turned on, and then if I go to 5, door will open up and this turns on. However, if I set one of the other combinations wrong, it will actually set off the redstone lamps just because of how Minecraft redstone works, and the door will close. However, if I set it back, the door will open up. So here is the redstone, and it is not a lot, but this is probably for someone who didn't start making redstone, been doing redstone for, let's say, about like 3 months. So this is for someone who's probably been doing it for like 5 months or something like that. But these barrels right here will set your combination. You just have to place in a specific amount of non-stackable items, and sometimes they have to be normal blocks, like this one. It's just a normal block right there. But let's go ahead and show you how to make this door. Okay, so I'm doing on top of this mountain just because, like, I need a flat area. So what you want to do is place in a block here, and then place in a lectern. Oh, and I also forgot to mention you're going to need 3 redstone comparators, 2 repeaters, 3 redstone dust, a barrel, lectern, book and quill, and 1 redstone torch for the first combination. So, like I said, place in your block and lectern here. Then you want to go inside of your book and quill, and if you haven't done this already, make 15 pages, and then just type whatever you want on each page. So, we're just going to keep doing this. And then we're going to place in the book and quill. Now, I'm going to place in the comparator right here. And then we have to turn on the front part, so just click it once. And as you can see, the front part is on like that. And then place in the comparator right here. And then we're going to place in a barrel. And then this will set your combination, but we're going to worry about that later into the video. Then what you want to do is place in the redstone dust. And then place in 2 repeaters like this. And then place in the comparator. Then make sure the front part is on like that. And then place in the redstone dust. Next, what you want to do is you want to place in a block here. A redstone torch. And now we're going to set our second combination. So just place in 2 redstone dust here, a comparator right here. Make sure the front part is on, and then a comparator here, barrel, and then block, lectern. Okay, so make sure your lectern actually lines up like this. Just make sure your lectern lines up with the other lectern. Then place in your book and quill. So it should have all those pages. Then just fill up your blocks like that. Then place in your repeater like this. Oh, actually don't place them here. Right here is what I meant. So place them right there. And then place in a comparator right here. And then make sure the front part is on. And then a redstone dust. Now, all I have to do is do the exact same thing again. Place in a block here. Torch. 2 redstone dust here, comparator, make sure the front part is on, and then place in a lectern, actually place in a block here, and then a lectern, place in your book and quill inside of it, your barrel, and then repeater right here, and then a comparator right here, make sure the front part is on, redstone dust, and then just redstone dust like that. Now, you're going to keep doing this as long as you want, and when you get to the end, right here will be your input. Next, what we're going to do is set our combination. So the amount of non-stackable items you're going to need in this barrel will be in the description below. So what we're going to do is just get a bunch of non-stackable. We're going to place in we're going to get a bunch of non-stackable items. So I want my combination to be 6, 4, 7. So in the first barrel, because mine is 6, I'm going to place in 8 non-stackable items. And I accidentally placed in too much. And don't worry if these other ones turn on. We'll worry about that later. Then I want my second one to be 4. So I'm going to place in 4 non-stackable items. And if you want your combination to be different, like I said, they will be in the description below on how many non-stackable items you have to be, depending on your combination. Then we're going to place in, because I want my because I want this to be 7, then I'm going to place in 10 non-stackable items. So now, next what we're going to do is this is your input right here. So then what we're going to do is we are going to set our combination here. So 6, it should so basically you're going to have to do this, the first one first, the second one second, and the third one third. Because if the first combination is wrong, then this comparator right here will be locked by this torch right here. So I'm gonna, 6. Now, I'm gonna change mine to 4. And then right here is 7. Now, before we actually place in our door, or whatever input you want, I'm going to show you how to make the redstone lamps. It is completely optional. You don't have to do it. Or if you're just building this for fun in your redstone plot. So what you want to do is build up your plot like this, and then your redstone lamp can either be here or here. But I'm going to choose right here. So all you have to do right here, it's pretty simple. All you have to do is just place in redstone dust here, and then just route this redstone to the redstone lamp. It's that simple. So we're going to place it like this. I don't think that will activate, so we're going to have to place in a block up. So that should activate the redstone torch. The redstone lamp. You can use a redstone torch if you want. And if I go any higher, it will turn off. Perfect. Now what we're going to do is make the wrong combination again. And then come over here and then place in our redstone dust. And then just wrap that redstone. Now because this one doesn't have anything, what we're actually going to do is get a redstone torch. And then get another redstone torch and place it on top. And then what we're going to do is just route that redstone to the dust. Yeah. Now what we're going to do is set our right combination. So mine's going to be 6, 4, 7. Perfect. Now what we're going to do, if we place in the redstone dust, then that should activate on full power. Next what we're going to do is we're just going to fill in our walls. Unless you're building this in your redstone plot and you just want to build this for fun. Or maybe you're building this on a server or something. But next what you want to do is you want to make a door frame. So I'm going to place in my door frame right here. You can also make a piston door, but I'm just going to use a normal iron door. So I'm going to place it right here. And then what I'm going to do is place in I'm just going to keep placing, I'm just going to route this redstone to the door. So perfect, it opens. But if I set the wrong combination, it will close. And that is actually your combination lock, your Lectern combination lock completely done. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing, liking this video, and turn on that post notification bell. And I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.